Everyone tells you that speaking German starts with grammar. But what if the fastest path to fluency has almost nothing to do with grammar? Today, we're uncovering the copy-paste superpower, a simple habit native speakers use every single day without even thinking about it. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to use it yourself.
Picture this. It's your first week in Germany. You walk into a bakery, point to a pastry, and the baker asks you a simple question. Suddenly, your brain completely freezes. You're frantically trying to calculate if the word for coffee is masculine or neuter, which grammatical case it takes, and how to conjugate the verb. It feels like doing advanced algebra in your head while a line of people sighs behind you. But the person behind the counter isn't doing any of that math. Native German speakers don't pause to run grammar calculations before they speak in everyday situations. This pie chart shows the breakdown of a normal conversation. Anywhere from 55 to 80% of what native speakers say daily isn't built from scratch. It's made up of phrases they have already memorized as a single unit. So if you want to start talking early on, the trick isn't to master a massive grammar rulebook. The trick is to learn how to rely on those exact same pre-made templates. When a local orders a coffee or asks for the check, they are essentially hitting copy and paste. They grab a complete phrase directly from their memory and drop it into the conversation. You can steal this method to bypass traditional grammar rules entirely. Trying to construct a sentence word by word is slow and frustrating, but if you have a whole phrase ready to go, you just drop it in. The sentence is already built for you. Treating the language as a collection of ready-made tools removes the guesswork. It gives you an immediate, actionable way to survive and actually communicate during your first month in a new country. We usually think of language as a collection of individual words glued together by rules, but it's actually more effective to think of it as a set of pre-assembled building blocks. Take the German phrase ich hätte gern. Traditional classes make you analyze the pronoun, verb, and adverb, but native speakers store it as one solid piece. Just snap a vocabulary word on the end. Ich hätte gern a Kaffee. Ich hätte gern die Bill. Mastering just a handful of these high-frequency templates gives you incredible conversational flexibility with zero grammatical math on your part. This also changes how you understand what you hear. Take the question, wie spät ist es? Literally translated, it asks, how late is it? But practically, the phrase just means, what time is it? Knowing the real-world situation a phrase belongs to is more valuable than understanding its underlying grammar. This strategy also helps you break through that invisible wall of anxiety we all face when learning a new language. You know the feeling, that paralyzing fear of saying something wrong that actually stops your brain from processing information. Relying on memorized, pre-made phrases lets you bypass that stress. They act as a conversational zone of safety. You know the phrase works because it's exactly what you've heard locals say. Delivering one of these phrases flawlessly gives a sudden burst of confidence that lowers your mental barriers, letting you absorb language naturally and making everything feel easier. So how exactly do you gather these phrases out in the real world? First, stop making flashcards for isolated vocabulary words. Instead, memorize full, useful sentences. If you need to learn the word for apple, learn the entire phrase for I would like to buy an apple. Second, treat your daily errands like a scavenger hunt. Listen closely to the people around you and steal the specific phrases the locals use to greet each other, agree, or make a purchase. Finally, look for what we might call understandable input. Watch German TV shows with subtitles, or listen to simple podcasts where you can follow the gist of what's happening. This kind of relaxed exposure is how your brain naturally gathers and saves those useful phrases. Shifting your focus from trying to build perfect sentences to simply absorbing high-quality examples is exactly how humans are biologically wired to learn a language. Soon, you'll walk into that bakery, smile, and order your coffee smoothly, without a single moment of panic. Speaking a language is a lot like music. You don't need an academic understanding of music theory to successfully sing along to a song. You just learn the melody and the words. Letting go of the grammar rulebook and embracing the copy-paste nature of everyday speech is the fastest, most effective way to finally feel at home in Germany.